ideal career meditation. In this video, we'll go over a few simple questions. By simply imagining the answers to these questions, you'll be creating an internal representation of your ideal career. Now, let's be clear, this is not magic. This isn't some magic trick to poof it into existence without any effort on your part. But the stronger of an internal representation of that ideal career that you build, the easier it will be for you to make it come true. Think of it this way. We don't like going outside of our comfort zone. So when we think of getting some result that we want, that requires we go outside of our comfort zone, it makes us anxious and frustrated. The things that exist inside our comfort zone are easy to think about. The trick is to not force yourself outside of your comfort zone. The trick is to slowly make your comfort zone bigger and bigger. And the more you imagine the answers to these ideal career questions, the easier it will be to slowly grow your comfort zone. Your desire to create that ideal career, driven by the strength of your internal representation, will become stronger than any anxieties you have when thinking about getting that ideal career. For example, right now, going to the store to buy something to eat is easy. The fear is small, the desire is big. The desire is bigger than the fear, so it seems easy. Similarly, the more you build a big desire based on this internal representation and allow it to get bigger and bigger, it will eventually become stronger in strength than any anxieties or fears you have. And the best part is many of the things you'll start doing to get closer to your ideal career will be subconsciously driven, so it won't feel like you're doing anything different, but you will be actually taking steps that will make your ideal career much more likely. And your ideal career may even seem to happen on its own, but that will only work if you allow this internal representation that we will be building in just a moment, you allow that to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, ready? Think of a time in the future about a year or two later than now, when you have your ideal career. Are you working for somebody else, or are you working for yourself? Do you work mostly in an office, or do you work somewhere else? Are you well known? Do people know you from your work? Or are you mostly behind the scenes? Is your work more scientific or more artistic? Do you deal with tangible things or ideas? Does your work mostly involve other people, or do you do things mainly on your own? Does your career involve going to the same place every day, or something different? Does your career involve a lot of travel, or do you more or less stay in the same place geographically? Do you have to wear certain clothing, or can you wear whatever you want? Does your career involve the government in any capacity? Does your career involve active leadership in any capacity? Does your career earn you enough money to take lengthy vacations? Can you use your vacations or other downtime to further enhance your career? Does your career involve any public speaking of any kind? Does your career involve any public performances of any kind? Is your career something that requires any kind of formal training? How many people are there in the world that share your career? Do you ever collaborate with them, or is it more of a competitive kind of thing? What does a typical day look like when you are fully living your purpose, when you are in your actual ideal career? Do you wake up early or late? Do you go to sleep early or late? Do you do the same routine every morning or evening? Do you socialize with other people that are related to your career? If you were to meet an interesting person at a party, how would you explain what you do? Would they be impressed quickly, or would you need some time to explain to them what you do so they could understand? Do you have the kind of career that could easily be explained to a group of elementary school kids on career day? Would you recommend this career to younger people who have your same basic skill set? How do you imagine people talking about your accomplishments when it's 100 years in the future? Imagine you've been retired for a few years and you're going to give a speech at a top-level university. What kind of things do you talk about? What kind of career advice do you give? What kind of life advice could you give? Just consider these questions. Whenever you have time, consider just writing down whatever comes to mind as you are considering these questions. Return to these questions frequently and continue to write about them frequently to continue to build the strength of this internal representation of your ideal career. The stronger you make this imagination, the bigger your comfort zone will become, and the easier it will be for you to take action towards your ideal career. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. To learn more, please visit mindpersuasion.com.